All right, guys, you're welcome once again. I'm glad to have you on board. And in the last video, we talked about the five manager aspect, the five manager subcategory of the C panel, the control panel. So in this video, we'll be talking extensively on creating an email account and having a forwarder, and also setting up a auto responder. These three things work and enhance together and make your work very easy, and also to customize your brand or the brand of your clients or your business and the like. So the first thing we'll be going into is the email for the email. So like you have your Cpanel, don't forget I already told you how you can easily come into your Cpanel. The Cpanel information has been sent to you if you registered your domain and your hosting through us. And if you did it yourself, your hosting company must have sent you, the Cpanel information. So all you need to do is just to go to your domain name / Cpanel. So if your domain name is, conley.com, you want to just type in conley.com / Cpanel. It will redirect you to the login interface for the Cpanel you're seeing on screen now. So without wasting much of your time, we'll be talking about the email now. So what we want to do is to click on this plus, then it will bring down the submenus under this email section of the Cpanel. So what we want to do now is to create an email account. Now, oftentimes, maybe you've seen it before, where you receive a kind of mail, maybe from GTB Bank or from your school or from Access Bank, whereby you see support at gtbank.com, or you see helpdesk at unitjobs.com, or you see something like support at something.com. Those are customized email. That comes along with a website that was created by someone for a company or a brand. So oftentimes when you're designing a website, one of the things your clients will always want you to do for them, so as for them to, those emails establish what's it called, a kind of credibility in the heart of the recipient. Those email, when you are saying info@gtb.com, you automatically know that this this mail is coming from GTB. No other person bears GTB. So it is customized, it is specific, it is unique, it is branded. So they are branded form of emails. At least someone owns GTB, but the person doesn't have to send a mail through his personal account. The person wants to send the mail via the brand or the company or the organization or the institution's account. That is why you need to know how to create a customized email for your client. And if you're going to be doing this for a client, most of the hosting plans that you opt in for can only nest you the opportunity to create like just 3 emails. So you have just 3 additional emails alongside with the one that will come by default to your account. Like you can see here, this one is by default. This one that I'm highlighting currently is by default. Oluwadamlola is by default. And apart from that, you can easily create. So let's say a client owns a company now and he wants to build a website for you, but he wants an email, is a personal email for his secretary, for his treasurer, maybe for his PRO. So if it is to the secretary, it can be secretary, secretarial support at folamore.com, or something like information at something, maybe the name of the company, is Jaffet or Jasper.com. So it should now be info@jaffet.com. So anytime any message is coming carrying that mail, right, it suggests that it is the secretary, from the office or the table of the secretary, that the message is coming from, or the mail is coming from. So the client may want to have his own personal what's it called, mail as well. So you can have something like speak with CEO at gmail at what's it called, at maybe whatsoever the name of the brand is. So let's say maybe you are building a website for a church now, and the church needs a special mail, a kind of customize me, so you can have pastor at pastor at rccg.com. So any mail coming from there with that, we from that mail address is directly coming from the pastoral team, or from the pastoral board, or from the pastor of the church. So you can also have church secretary, or all those kind of things. So how do you create all this kind of email? So all you want to do is just to come to the mail section of your Cpanel, and when you are here at the email section of your Cpanel, you click on this email account. So this email account helps you to manage all the mail. So you are having access to 3 for those people that has opted in for the the offer of the domain and the hosting. But for me to know that you've seen this video, you can easily message me that I should help you increase. So I can easily help you increase it to around 10. So because one thing is that when you are setting up a mail like this, you take nothing less than 5,000 from your client to just set up what I want to show you. I personally take nothing less than 5,000 from a client to set up a customized mail like this. So, and what will it take me? Within the space of 5-10 minutes, I'm done. So I can easily set 50 mails up. Personally, I'm using the subscription I'm on and the hosting package I'm on gives me the opportunity to set as much as possible. I can set up 100 and 500,000 on this hosting, on this domain, on this hosting that I have. But yours is limited. So for people who are opted in for this training, for the hosting and domain package, this will enable me to know that you really listen to this video, you watch this video. I can only do this for people who has opted in through us. So I can't do it for people who has bought it, who bought their own domain and hosting outside. So there is nothing I can do. But at least, no matter the number of, I'll be showing you how you can know the number of email accounts you can create, the number of email accounts you can. But for my students, for those people who has opted in through us, who has registered through us, I will be increasing yours to 10, so that you can set up nothing less than 10 emails. So for a company or an organization you're building a website for, you can easily help them set up to 10 emails. So what you want to do is just to come to this create email. So when you click on create, so you now have it like, okay, let's say I want it to be like info. Now this is the username, this is the mail username. So now this will now be info at, you see this one has been automatically completed for you at gosworth.site. So what I want to do now is to put in the password. So let me put in the password. You are creating a password. So let's say your clients or your forget their password. This is the same place where you can come to help them reset the password. Most times you agree with me that oftentimes we forget our Gmail password and the likes. We have to go to Gmail and reset, and the WordPress reset it, and it's automated. You get a new password and you move on. So this is where you can easily come over to help them reset it. So let me quickly type in the password. So this is the password I'll be giving to the client. So I'll be giving info at Gosworth. Let's say the client's website is gosworth.site. So I'll be giving info at gosworth.site as the username. Then the password I'll be typing now will be what I'll give to the person. So let me say, okay, the password must be very, very strong. Okay. So that's the password. You see, the password has a strength of 100, which meets or exceeds the system requirement of 50. Awesome. I'm good. Yes, I'm good. So let's see. So we are done now. At times it can generate, but oftentimes I don't generate. I know how I mix my password and I get a very, very strong password, right? So what I want to do now is just to click on this create, and you'll see what will happen. It's going into the wizard of creating a new mail. Awesome. You see, let me just see, since it is still you see, this is the mail we'll just create. Info at gosworth.com, unrestricted. You see, this is the one that came by default. This one I'm using as my support mail initially, and you see, this 250 MB. So that's the mail space. You can still increase this. I can still increase this. So let me see. Let me manage it. Okay. So let me see. Okay. So here I want to come and increase it to 1 gig. I want to come and increase it to 1 gig. So gig, and let me just make it 1 gig. Okay, no, not 2. I want 1. I want 1. So let me just make the space so that the information that will be coming there, the size of the, what's it called, the space for it. So let me say I'm updating my email setting. So let's see now. Awesome. Can you see it has been increased? It has been increased. This one is 1 gig, and this one is, the size here is infinity, the one that comes by default. You see, so this is what I can easily set up for you. And this is what I can easily set up for your client. And let's say a client needs like 10 emails. You just charge the client like 5,000 naira. That's 50k. I told you that in the course of this training, I'll be showing you some things you can do alongside with a web design skill to earn extra income. This is one of it. Even if a company says they have a website and this and that, okay, you check through it, you make a kind of analysis, you realize that they do not have a customized email. You can tell them, I can help you create a customized email whereby the information will not only be going to your personal emails, it will be going to your customized email. So this email is something that anyone can go there and send, as in anyone can send any message to. So let's try it. So anytime you want to come and, these emails are customized emails. So how do you access this kind of email? How you access it? What you want to do now is that you don't want your client to come to this kind of dashboard, to the cPanel. You don't hand over your cPanel to your client. No, you don't do that. So now the email you've created, how do you now give your client access to it? How will your client access it? So what you want to do is that you just send 3 informations you send to your client. 3 information. You send what's it called? The username, the password, and the link to login in. Like if you want to log in into your Gmail, your personal Gmail now, you go to www.gmail.com and the likes. www.gmail.com and the likes. That's where you want to go to when you. But if you want to do this now, what you want to do is to click your domain name. Goes what? The site slash. So whatsoever your domain name is, right? You now slash it with webmail. We call all this customized mail webmail. So let's see what we have there. So slash webmail. If you want to log in into your cPanel, what you do is to, your domain name slash cPanel. But when you want to log into your what's it called? Your customized mail, you slash your your domain name with webmail. So you type in www.yourdomainname/webmail. As you can see here now, we currently have the access, the login portal, the login dashboard. So what we want to do now is the username. This will be your username. The mail you've just created will be your username, right? That will be your username. So let's go and put in the username. You now see now 3 informations. www. The client's domain name /webmail. You send it to the person. The username, which will be the maybe info, support, or whatsoever you are creating. At what's it called? At the info at the client's domains name.com, or whatsoever the what's it called, the domain extension is all about. So you also send the password. So let's put in this. You see it now, info@gospel.com, and also the password that we created the other time. Okay, so I've imputed my password. So let's see what will happen if it will log in into that mail. What is it saying? Is it kidding me? Awesome. Okay, so now you see. Okay, let me first of all do this. Okay, right, I think I did not write it well. Okay, Let's see. It should log us in. What is it saying? So that simply means something. Now let's say this is how your client, now this is intentional. Let's say this is how your client misplaced his his password or a password and the likes. Maybe the secretary forgets a password, maybe because of a little break, and he or she hasn't been accessing the mail, and by the time he or she wants to access the mail, he or she realized that okay, he couldn't remember the password again, and they're like, oh, what else? They have a lot of information there. There's no problem. We can send the message to what's it called, the mail company, and they will help you reset it. If you want to charge money to it, you still charge money, and if you want to do it for free, you definitely do that. So, but what you will do now is just to come to, the mail here. Then you want to come and click on manage. So from there, you can easily change the password. You can easily change the password. So what I want to do now is I want to generate. So let me generate this, and let me generate and copy. Okay, I'll generate another one and I'll copy. So then I'll save this. So let's update our email setting. And let's go back here. So everything that you have reset the password there now. So let's see. I did that intentionally before, so as for you to see how you can do it. Okay. So, okay, you're welcome back. Sorry, it was misbehaving initially. So, what I want to do now is, okay, let me show you. Okay, it's recording. I want to be certain that it's recording. So, I'm logged in now, but what I want to do now is I'll log out again so as to show you what has been done. So, I want to come back here. Godward/webmail, right? Webmail. So it's gonna redirect me to this place. So I'll come over here again. To manage, and after managing from this place, I want to click on another generate, and I will copy, and like we were saying the other time that your client forgets the password and the likes, and so come over here and put in the password. So you log in. So let's see what will happen now. Automatically. Awesome, right? Awesome. So now this is what you have in your interface. Now you see that this is somehow complex. Be like, what type of interface is this and that? What do I do from here? How do I access my mails and the like? So what you want to do, don't just waste your time. Just come over to open my inbox when I log in. Then you go to open this round cube. Will redirect you automatically to your inbox. So you see here. So this is the mail, like you do receive mail on the normal Gmail. This is the mail. You see, this was sent, I think, immediately we create that account. You see, these are the information: mail client manual, the password, use the incoming server, this. See, this was when we were trying to reset all our password, so they're sending mails to this place directly. So now the thing is, it's not really easy for probably the secretary of an organization to always come here, because obviously majority of them are not really techie. And you yourself, even if you are the one, you don't want to be coming over to this place all time. And that is why that is what will be leading us to, we've been able to log in now. So, how we got to this place is that we use our domain name slash our webmail, then we logged in with the mail accounts we create, maybe support at yourdomainname.com or your domain name dot whatsoever the extension is. Then the password we created in the course of the registration, we use it. Those were the three informations we use. So that will be leading us to the second thing I would like to quickly explain in this video. That will be leading us to the second thing I would quickly like to explain in this video, which is the forwarder, the forwarder. Now, when any message comes into this place, when any message comes into this Roundcube, this your mail account, and you don't want it to, you don't want to be coming here over and over and over and over and over to always come and check the message. You are not saying, oh, can there be a system that will be forwarding those messages back to probably my mail? So let's say initially we created what's it called? Support at domain.com, and someone is sending a mail to that support at domain.com. Well, obviously you can't be managing all the mails together. You're not saying that, okay, I am the CEO. Can you be forwarding it back to my home personal mail, which is like olaleedamlola 20 at gmail.com, so that any mail coming into support at domain.com will be copied or will be sent to my mail directly. So I don't need to come and log in into this account that you're seeing on screen before I can access those mail, before I can, check the content of those mails. So that is what you need a forwarder for. So what a forwarder does is to help you forward your mails. Is to help you forward your mails, to a place where you can easily access it very, very well, as in easily, to a place where you can access it easily, So let's go back to, so we have our mail here. We've created a mail account, and what we want to do now is to create a forwarder. So you click on this forwarder, and automatically you have this kind of interface on your screen. So what you want to do here is, we are already managing our domains there. So what we want to do here is to add forwarder. So when you click on add forwarder, automatically I already have one forwarder on this domain. So when you click on add forwarder, so what will be the forwarder's address? What will be the forwarder's address? So the address will now be the email account that you've created before. You see this info at, so this will be the address. So what you want to do is to copy that email account that you've created before. So when you copy it, that will be, okay, let's just even type it, info. Automatically it will complete it here because it will recognize it. So it will be info at the domain name. You see it at the domain name. So which address do you want this folder to be forwarding all the mails that will be coming into mail address, into this info at goswell.site address? So I want it to be sent to, my personal mail. So let's say, okay, so this is where I want it to be sent to. So that is that. Oh, awesome, we've set this up. So what you want to do is you just click on add forwarder, and automatically you've been able to create a forwarder. You see, an email to info@goswell.site will now be copied to olaleedamlola20 at gmail.com. Automatically, the second thing we have done. So now this is awesome, right? Isn't it? It is awesome. Right. So what we want to do next is, we've created an email account for a specific person, a unique email account for a specific person, and we have been able to automate every mail coming to that email account to be forwarded or copied to an accessible mail account. You get it? Now, what happened if someone said, I know you would have encountered it before, where probably you registered on the website or you registered in the place, or you send a mail to someone and immediately you get a response, like the person is active, like the person is online, like the person was there when you're sending it, and immediately the person received the mail, the person replied you immediately. Uh, it looks like a magic, right? It isn't. The thing is, everything is based on automation, and that is what we call the autoresponder. That is, when you send a mail to this email, right? What replies should be given? What replies should be given immediately? Whether the owner of the mail is online, is active, is alive or not alive. That is where the autoresponder comes in. That is where the autoresponder comes in. I want to set up an automated response that anytime anyone sends anything to this specific mail, okay, you want to address the pastor of the church, right? You want to address the pastor of the church, and you've been able to. A web designer has been able to create a customized mail for the pastor of the church, like pastor@rccg.com, right? So you are sending a mail to the pastor that, oh, sorry, sir, I won't be able to come for rehearsal, or I won't be able to attend the meeting due to so reason. You send it to the customized email, and it enters into the customized email. But the pastor was so busy that he couldn't access the customized email. But he always access his personal email. So let's say the pastor is, Pastor Tony or Pastor BC, and the person is having a personal email account named maybe ptbc ptbc@gmail.com. So you've already set up a forwarder that any mail coming into pastor@rccg.com will be coming into ptbc@gmail.com. So he received the mail, but he hasn't checked it because he was busy. Maybe he was in administration. But you needed to know whether he has received the mail. So an autoresponder can be set for that pastor, that anytime your mail comes in, you receive a mail telling you, oh, thank you very much. You're welcome to rccg.com. Your mail has been received. We will get back to you as soon as possible. Shikino. So that is what we want to do in this autoresponder. So what you want to do is to come and click on this add autoresponder, right? Add autoresponder. So what you want to do is just come down. He said the number of hours. Now this interval, you have to be very conscious of it. How many minutes do you want it to be delayed before it sends that message? Now if you leave this place empty, that simply means immediately the message enters, right, it will send the message you have preset. It's more or less like all these rock SMS preset messages that I use it a lot as well. When you receive my new month message, you will receive it as early as possible, as early as 12 a.m. on dot. You'll be like, am I not sleeping? And probably by then I'm already asleep, but I've been able to preset a message and schedule a message. So this is more or less like we are scheduling a reply for all of the messages that will be coming into your inbox, right? So if you leave it on a 0, then that simply means immediately the message enters, the person will receive it back. But let's say maybe you want to delay it for like 5 minutes. So what you want to do is just to come to this place, not even hours. You want to come to this place. Okay. Let's just leave it in 0. Let's leave it on 0. So you have to probably convert. So if it is like 5 minutes, right, it will be, if it is like an hour, right, you just put 1 hour. If it is like in the next 2 hours, you just put 2 hours and the like. So you can do this and help a company customize every information coming to them. Let's say a brand asks you to help them build a website now, and they want to create a customized mail where all the orders they are receiving will be coming. So let's say you've created like buy now at so-so-so-more.com. Someone comes into a kind of mailing platform, mailing section of the website and says, okay, I need 5 pieces of this product, and you want to follow it up, but maybe you'll be busy. You can easily help the person set it up, or you can easily set it up yourself and say, okay, in the next 10 to 15 minutes, please send a message back to the person that mailed me. Send a message. So in the next 15 minutes, send this message to them that we have successfully received your order, and we will be processing your order. We will get back to you as soon as possible. Shikena. So the person will think like, oh, this is so by the time you get to the mail, you see the message, then you can process it. But that doesn't mean that because you are busy for complete 24 to 48 hours, you will not be able to reply. Now, every e-commerce person, we appreciate it. They can pay you as much as possible to help them get this done because they're automating their business. Because they know if this is not in place, in one way or the other, they will be losing orders. They will be losing sales. So let's leave it in zero. And which mail? Okay. Okay. So which of the mail do you want this autoresponder to work with? So we want to use this mail that we've created, this info, right? So we'll just type info. Okay, we'll type info at gosworld.site. So now if they are seeing this mail, who should the mail tell them that it's coming from? Now let me use the like of the pastor we talked about the other time. So we can say Pastor TS or Pastor so when the person receives the mail, we will know that, oh, Pastor has replied my message. So like if it is me now, I can just say from God's World. So now you are aware of God's World Academy, you are aware of G World Tech and the like. So when you see a mail entering into your mailbox having God's World, you know that the mail is directly coming from me. So let's say, okay, I'm not using my name here. I want to use my brand, God's World. Let's see, Academy. You see how you can easily help businesses out there. How you can easily help business, and they will be glad to pay you. They will really be glad to pay you, right? So what will be the subject? Let's say the subject will be welcome to God's World Academy. Welcome to God's World Academy. Welcome to God's World. Right? Oh, sorry. You see it? So that will be the title. That will be the subject. So you see all those mail that you see that 50,000 alert, 5,000. So you can it can be the subject, or it can be, okay, let's say, don't let us use welcome. Let's say free training ending tomorrow. You see all these triggering messages that makes you to click on the mail to see what exactly is this mail. Or you see, make 5 million naira in 4 days. Those are subjects. I know majority of us must have been receiving messages like that. So that is that about. So what will be the body of the message? Okay, we are glad you reach out to us. Registration ends tomorrow. So let me just use this just for training purpose. Just for training purpose. So let's see. Tomorrow. So this will be the message, right? And that starts immediately, right? And never stops. So what you want to do is just to come over here and click on create. Automatically, you've created an autoresponder. Automatically, you see, you successfully create the info at God's Word autoresponder. So let's test this thing now. Let's say, okay, let me use my mail. Let's say I'm a client now, and I want to send a mail. I want to send a mail. So let me go to compose and answer me. Compose. So I'm sending to info@goswealth.com, right? I'm sending it to this place, right? What's the subject? Good day, sir. I want to join the training now, right? That's just the message. So let me just send. Wow. Okay, I've sent it. So let's see. Send message sent. So let's see if we will receive the message here. Right? So what I want to do now is to probably refresh. Let me refresh this mail. So let's see. Okay. Aha, you see, this is the mail we just sent. You see it here? The mail is coming from me, Olale Oluwadamla, and see what the mail is saying. Good day, sir. I want to join the training. Now, let's see if it has sent it to my mail. You see, this is the autoresponder that I've received here now. What we set the other time, the autoresponder already responded me immediately. Said, we are glad to reach out to you on time and we would like to tell you that the free training registration ends tomorrow. Shiki, no? That is just it. Automatically. So let's see if it has forwarded this message as well. If it has copied it to me. So let's see. So what was the title of the message? Said, good day, sir. Okay. So let me see if I can get that as well. Let me see if it is in my it can be in my social, neither can it be in my promotional. Okay, so what I will do now is just to refresh this as well, because it ought to have been copied. Oh, I ought to use another Gmail since I'm using the same Gmail all through. So you see now, the heading is, the sender is God's Word Academy, right? And the subject is free training ending tomorrow. You see the subject, free training ending tomorrow. We are glad to reach out to you. This, and that. So let me go and check my, the spam folder to see if there is anything related to the one that was just sent. Okay. I want to be sure that it works. Okay, let me just search for good day, sir. Good day, sir. Aha, you see it? This is the message. This is the message I sent. You see it? Let me search for it again. Good day, sir. You see it? That simply means all the message here has been forwarded automatically. So how also do you check your mails apart from using your domain name / webmail? You can still check it directly. So maybe a client tells you, sorry, I'm unable to access our mail, I need an information, and you don't want to go through typing the domain name / so you just come to this email account. And pick whichever one. So what you want to do is, if it is this, info@goswell.com, just click on check mail and automatically it's gonna redirect it to your web mail without even having to log in and type in your login access, login details and the likes. You see now, this is the mail we just received and the likes. So that is that about us. I believe you're enjoying this training. I believe you're enjoying this training. So before we round up this session, so as to prepare for the next training, what we'll be talking about now is the Softaculous app installer. I already told us what the applications, the softwares, what they do, what Softaculous app installer and software does in on the Cpanel. So, and I told us that we'll be using WordPress as our content management system. We'll be using WordPress as our content management system. So in the next training, we'll be designing a blog. So don't miss the next training for anything. Don't miss the next training for anything. So in preparation for that, I would like us to be installing our content management system, which is WordPress. So all you need to do is just to come to this Softaculous app installer and click on WordPress. I showed us in the previous training that these are different softwares that we can use to manage our content and the likes, but the one we'll be using will be software WordPress rather. So you want to click on this WordPress, and when you've been able to click on WordPress, automatically you have an interface that is like this. So what you want to do is just to click on this install. So when you install this, you have your these choose a protocol. These I already talked about this in the first video of this training, the HTTPS and the security and the likes and the name of your site. So what you want to do is just to come and install this software on your domain and your hosting. So we want to design a blog. You will not be typing in anything here. You want to design a blog, and all you want to do is, if you want to change the admin, so you will be you'll be having everything. Or let me say, you'll not be having anything here. This HTTPS goes where the site/blog. Me, I'm just installing this in the direction. So don't write anything here. But I'll be telling you the implication of what I'm doing currently in the next video. So in the next training rather. So you can change the admin name. You can put it as, let's say blog. Right? Can change it, but I love to put it on admin like that. Let me just leave it on admin, and you change the password as well. Change the password. So I think my password is strong now, and the admin email. So this will now be admin@goswell.com. You can change it as well. You can change it, but I love to leave it the way it is and the likes. So what you want to do is to come over. You can easily put your installation email installation details sent to. So the details of this installation, that is the login and everything, will be sent to which mail. So you can put in your mail. So what you want to do is to click on install. Then automatically it's gonna install it. I believe it's not going to install this. Reason being that I already have a blog on this website. So what I want to do is, I already have that kind of extension on this website. So let me just add 2 and we are good to go. I know it's not going to do it initially. So that was a mistake. So it's definitely going to install it successfully now. So you see, it's checking the submitted data and the likes. So within a minute, or let me say within some seconds, it's going to successfully install the software and your website is going live. Wow, interesting. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully and now you are live. So we have 2 informations here. So this one is saying HTTPS that's like www.goswell.site/this. So this one will be your, let's just copy so that you see what our website looks like now. We'll be designing the website in the next video. So let's just come over here and Control V. Interesting. You see what the interface of your website looks like now currently. You see what the interface of your website looks like currently. Seeing my blog, this is what the interface. So this is what your website looks like. You can easily go and check for this website on the internet and you see this there, because I will not touch it not until we get to it in the next training. So you can go and check www.goswell.site/blog2. Then you see that you know this is the way to look at. So our website is currently live. So that's the first information. And if you want to go into the dashboard, where you can easily start designing this, the administrative dashboard, where you can easily start designing and giving this website a shape. That is what this one is for. So how you go there is the domain name slash WP admin. Now we've talked about three major things. If you want to log in into your cPanel, your domain name slash cPanel. If you want to log in into your mail, your domain name slash mail. And if you want to log in into your dashboard, WordPress dashboard, it will be your domain name slash WP what's it called, hyphen admin. So what I want to do now is to click on this, and automatically, you see, it's gonna redirect me. So it's gonna tell me to log in automatically. This was the username I used the other time, and my password is there. So I'm gonna log in, and you will see what the dashboard that WordPress used to help you build it was. You see what the dashboard is like. So this is what we call the back end, and this one is the front end. This is the front end. Sorry, and this is the back end. So this is the back end, where you do all the designing and customizing and the likes, giving it the beauty, adding the plugin, the themes and the test, the codings and the like. Though we are not going to be using any coding, we are not going to be processing any coding here. So we are going to be using drag and drop. So see you in the next video, see you in the next training. See then, remain intelligent.